Okay, Darren here. A couple things I want to address. I've got to go in stealth mode because I shoot this on location, as you guys know. I never know when my customer's going to wander in and out. And I don't explain to them in advance, like, hey, by the way, I'm going to shoot a video. I'm going to post all over YouTube. Not that I've got anything to hide, but I just want to keep it simple. So, these wheels. A little trick I want to show you is after you've used I use McGuire's wheel brightener on all my wheels. There's still going to be some residue, and I want them perfect. So after I blow them off, you can jack up your hands and bloody up your knuckles trying to reach in here and get in here. So I got this cool little tool. It would be hard to find this online. You will not find this on my website. I got this cool little tool. It's very soft bristles. I got it at a specialized hardware store, not a Home Depot. It was actually a store called McFadden Dale. It's kind of like the Grangers or the Whitecaps, those kinds of specialty stores that are there to service the construction industry. You might be able to find one of these brushes. I actually taped it up because it's got a metal rod. I taped it up to protect it from scratching the wheel. I even used some JB Weld on the tip so it would not scratch. So I use this not only to clean the wheel, but afterwards, if I wrap my microfiber that's been dampened with water only, and I wrap it around it like this, now I can save my knuckles and I can get in here and wipe this clean to perfection. And as the rag gets soiled, all I do is simply turn it and rotate it, and I go around the whole wheel. So that's just a quick little tip for you. Secondly, I want to address, because I know people will call, once they see this video, it's going to be question after question, and unfortunately I just don't have time to answer all of them. So maintenance detailing like this one, I see it every 6 weeks. You can go to my page. There'll be a link in the description of this video. It'll take you to my page where I show you how much I charge for maintenance detailing. But ultimately it's a case by case. This guy has a convertible Bentley also. He gives me 2 cars. I show up every 6 weeks. Normally I would charge more. I only charge him $100 per visit, but I can get each car done in an hour and a half, so it's worth it to me. So normally I would charge him like $150 or more because A, that's what I charge for maintenance detailing, and B, because he is not doing it either every week or every other week, but he's going every 6 weeks, but he just rarely drives these cars. So if you saw at the beginning of this video, that was the car as I showed up. I mean, it really is like clean. So that's where you have to adjust and decide for yourself what the market will bear, what your customer is willing to pay. A lot of variables go into pricing. Trust me, it is a difficult topic, and there is just no set answer for it because you have to respond to all the variables: your state, your county, your city, your customer, the type of car, how long it's going to take. So many things. Next thing I want to point out is the convertible top. Sorry, I'm getting old, my knees. Anyhow, so I don't even wash these cars officially. And this is what is so aggravating about the forums. And I feel for guys that are just getting started in the business, or driveway detailers or enthusiasts that just want to learn how to take care of their own car. So they go on a detailing forum and they're just buried with endless opinions, most of which are misinformed, taken out of context, or just bad information. As a rule, and I'm very cynical, I admit it, as a rule, I tend to believe that most of the people that have that much time to kill on the forums are the very people that should not be giving advice. Doesn't mean all their advice sucks. It just means that unless you don't know how to interpret that advice. And that's what's so frustrating, is that we're buried with information. Information overload is what I call it. And now there's too many choices. There's too many voices. And it's so much static. So how do you find that signal? So I'm trying to be the signal in a just oversaturated world of endless information, most of which is just inappropriate, misinformed, regurgitated bad information that someone's just repeating themselves without verifying it. Anyhow, so on my maintenance detailing because they're so clean. I don't even wash them traditionally. Think of it as like a fine piece of furniture where I'm going to dust it off very gently. Now, if I was to post that on the forums, there'd be 1,000 people that would just blast me. It's like, oh, unless you use the 2-bucket wash method, you're not a professional, you're a hack. It's like, well, fine. Use the 2-bucket wash method. If that's what works for you, then go for it. But guess what? This is the real world. Most people do not have a critical eye. Just because they can afford $100,000 or a $200,000 or a $3,000 car does not mean they have a critical eye. Most of them don't. I've proven it over and over again. The same customer that says, oh, I'm a car guy and I have a very critical eye. Well, he might, but that's very subjective. This will be the same guy that comes out and it's time to pay me. He'll pull out his checkbook, put it on the deck lid of the car and start writing. It's like, you're not really doing that on your car, are you? Or he'll set his coffee cup on the car. It's like, are you kidding me? That's a $200,000 black car. And you're gonna set your coffee cup on it? So this is where it's like, keep it real, people. And this is where experience also comes in, that I have enough experience. I know what people want. I know what they expect. And I don't get paid for the amount of time I put into something. I get paid for the results that I can deliver. If I can learn to deliver those results in an hour instead of 2 hours, it doesn't matter. I'm still going to get paid the same. So I don't care what the customer says. Hey, Darren, you only took an hour to do it. Maybe you're charging me too much. It's like, well, guess what? I don't get paid for the amount of time that I spend. I get paid for the results that I deliver to you. Are you happy with the results I deliver? Yes, I am. You're okay with the price? Obviously you are, because you keep calling me back. So what's the problem? Well, there is no problem, because it's all about the results. Learn how to deliver the results, and that's the winning combination. So convertible top, next point of discussion. Do I ever clean a convertible top by getting it completely wet, using an all-purpose cleaner and a scrub brush and hosing it down? Yes, I do occasionally, but mostly no, I don't. I wipe it down, I dust it off, whatever is required. Now, once again, if I was on the forums, they'd be like, oh my gosh, you're just rubbing the dirt deeper and deeper into the fabric and it's gonna deteriorate. Well, let's pull back. A, most people don't even keep their cars long enough to even know if that's true or not. B, what do you do with your furniture at home? All that dust you see on that fine piece of wood furniture, that same dust is settling on your couch. Are you like taking that couch out in the front yard and spraying it down with cleaner and hosing it off and letting it dry? I think not. All you're doing is vacuuming or dusting it off or wiping it down, but it's still going to have dirt in it. There's no way to ever remove the dirt 100%, so let's not overthink it. That allows me, once again, to deliver the results that my customers want, charge them less, but me still make more per hour. So here comes Johnny Gardner, so I gotta cut it.